Rude. Good evening. We're live here at Church Road Field for Game 3 of the Delco League Semifinals. It's a 1-1 series between the defending champs, tonight's visitors, the Upper Darby Blue Sox, and the Springfield Colonials, live at Church Road Field. Thanks for tuning in. We'll have the action in the pivotal third game of this series. Warming up right now for Springfield, the big left-hander, Troy Muchetti. He will get the start for the Colonials. 7-2 winners last night to even this series. The winner of this series will take on the winner of the other semifinal series between Wayne and Narberth. Wayne won Game 1 in that series at home, much like Upper Darby did, not quite in as exciting a fashion. And Narberth came away with the win on the road in Game 2 to tie that series. Both series, Game 3 tonight. The other one over at Narberth Playground. We've got this game from Church Road between the Blue Sox and Colonials. Upper Darby batting first as the visitors. Leading off, it'll be the center fielder, Adam Fine. He'll be followed by the designated hitter, Steve Tyson. Shortstop, Josh Hankins bats third. Max Anastasio bats fourth and plays third base. Andrew Yates in left will bat fifth. Joey Supa at first base hits sixth. As Fine squares on the first pitch, lays down a bunt, fielded by Muchetti. Throw over to first, not in time to get the speedy Adam Fine. A leadoff first pitch bunt base hit for the outfielder who, during the collegiate year, plies his trade at St. Joseph's. So one pitch, one hit for the Blue Sox. Finishing out the Upper Darby lineup, right fielder Vince Gasparo will bat 7th. Christian Strickland, the catcher, bats 8th, and batting 9th, Matt Query. Again, they will face left-hander Troy Machete, who already working out of the stretch now here with a man on and nobody out. Fine goes. First pitch is in there for a called strike. No throw. So Fine, the bunt single, steals second, playing a little small ball. And he's in scoring position 2 pitches into this ball game. Machete checks the sign. Steve Tyson taps it foul. Yo, 2. That one is popped up. It's foul. It'll get out of play. And wind up the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Steve Tyson down on strikes for the first out of the ball game. You can hear a little bit of breeze in the background. A very welcome breeze, as it was a hot one in the Philadelphia area today. Hasn't cooled down all that much, but from our vantage point here in the shade, up the third baseline, had a nice breeze. It's not a bad night to watch a baseball game. Runner goes, pitch is in. The throw is not in time. Fine slides under it. He has stolen 2 bases. So at the plate, Josh Hankins, the shortstop, with the first run of the ball game 90 feet away. Swung on and missed. Chetty kicks, misses outside. 2-1 now the count to Hankins. Swung on, hit in the air towards center. That's dropping. It's going to hit in that Bermuda Triangle between the shortstop, second baseman, and the center fielder. Fine will trot home. It's an RBI single for Josh Hankins, and Upper Darby leads it 1-0. Game 1 of the series, Springfield had the lead late. Upper Darby walked it off yesterday. Springfield cruised to a 7-2 win. So the Colonials have, on the whole, had the better. Upper Darby coming out and hitting them in the mouth in the first game here at Church Road. These teams will meet again on Friday night. One of them will have a 2-1 lead. Another bunt laid down by Max Anastasio. Throw over to first, gets away. The runner Hankins was from second to third. He's coming all the way around. There will be no throw at the plate. They're going to send Anastasio back to second as that ball is out of play. And they're going to send Hankins back to third. Tough break for the Blue Sox. So give Anastasio credit for a sacrifice, but he is safe on an error. And Hankins, the shortstop, at third. So it brings up Andrew Yates, second and third, one out. Bats from the left side against the left-hander Machete, takes ball one. Joey Supa on deck. There's a called strike. You can really hear that wind picking up. No flags to judge it off of. I would say it's blowing from left to right across the diamond as Yates takes a ball. Pitch misses upstairs, 3-1. And that pitch misses high. It's a walk to load the bases. So after 2 hits, a couple of stolen bases, a throwing error, and now a walk, load the bases for Joey Supa. Longtime Blue Sox veteran. Member of last year's championship team. He takes a called strike. Pitch from Machete misses up and away. Now there's a little bit of the mound conference. Catcher Reed Farrell out to talk to Machete. Bases loaded. He still works from the stretch. Just one out here on the top of the first. That one's in at the feet of Supa. Pitch swung on and missed. Two and two the count to the Upper Darby first baseman with Vince Gasparo waiting on deck. Supa takes up over his head. Count goes full. Nowhere to put him. Big walking leadoff third for Hankins. Swung on and missed by Supa. So he is down on strikes. Second out, second strikeout for Machete. And now Gasparo steps in. He'll bat from the left side. If Troy Machete can get out of this with just the one run, he's thrown a lot of pitches, but he will certainly take that after the way this inning has unfolded. Infielders playing back. First pitch is low for a ball. Hankins stutter steps, tries to throw off Machete. He steps off. Nobody at third to receive a throw. And surely no one is more aware of that than Josh Hankins. There's a called strike. The 1-1. Hit down the first base line, but it's foul. Chetty looks in, has his sign. Set at the letters, pitch. It's taken low, 2-2. Now stepping off is Machete, and he's got Hankins well off the bag, but nobody covering as he trots over himself. But as he toes the rubber, Hankins takes another step towards the plate. The game within the game. The 2-2 pitch. Misses up and away, 3-2. Payoff pitch. Runners go. Hit in the air. Down the right field line. Looks like it's in foul territory. Coming in is the right fielder. That's Norm Donkin. He makes the catch. And foul ground, and that will retire the side. The Blue Sox get one. They do it on 2 hits and a walk. There was an error in the inning. And they leave them loaded. After a half inning, it's Upper Darby 1. Springfield coming to bat. You're listening to the Delco League semifinals on DelcoLeague.com. Bottom half of the first inning. First pitch swinging is Will Kelly. Fouls it off out of play. It'll be Kelly followed by Kelly out in center field. The catcher, Reed Farrell, bats second. Cole Pallas, the shortstop, hits third. They will face The legendary rubber arm of Johnny Gonzalez on the mound for Upper Darby. Pitch misses. Gonzalez, the MVP of last year's championship series. A 9-inning complete game victory in Game 4 across 2 consecutive days. As he gets a strike in there. Upper Darby on top 1-0 in the early going here. And honestly, probably a disappointing one for the Blue Sox as Kelly rips that one out towards left. Andrew Yates takes a couple of steps in, and he makes the catch. I'll bring up Reed Farrell. But we mentioned last year's Game 4 between Aston and Upper Darby in the finals. Suspended due to a very nasty-looking impending storm as Gonzalez gets the first pitch in for a strike. Came back the next night. Gonzalez back on the mound for Upper Darby as the Blue Sox get the win in extras. And the next night at home, they won their first ever Delco League title. Gonzalez misses low. One in for a called strike. Cole Palace on deck. Norm Duncan, the right fielder, hits fourth. Gabe Encarnacion at first, bats fifth. Ben Mutz is out in left field. He bats sixth. Sean Phelan, designated hitter, will hit seventh. Connor Scanlon hits eighth, and Kyle Calderaro at third base hits ninth. Scanlon, the second baseman, hitting eighth. As the pitch when Gonzalez misses. Time is called in the middle of his windup. Granted, it's not a particularly forceful windup. Gonzalez will not blow you away with velocity, but he uses command as Farrell fouls one off, and a relentlessness that you don't see every day. Gonzalez kicks and delivers. That one is on the ground. It's up the middle for a base hit. The Colonials have their first base runner. So Cole Palace steps in, batting from the left side. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Out in front of that one. You got one fouled off. On the ground, not hit hard enough for two. They try to tag the runner. They don't get him. The throw to first gets away. So a potential double play ball leads to nobody out. It's going to be a fielder's choice and an error. Now the umpires are going to get together. Upper Darby manager Dave Jordan probably questioning whether or not that tag at second base got the runner. The umpire that was standing right there said it didn't, and now Jordan has a little more to say. The umpire tells him that's enough. So after the error, first and third with one out. chopped to third, over to second base for one, over to first. It's a 5-4-3 double play. Norm Duncan, the victim. Johnny Gonzalez rolls a double play ball to get out of trouble for Springfield on the first. No runs, one hit. There was one error. And they leave one. We'll go to the second. It's Upper Darby 1, Springfield 0. First pitch to Christian Strickland, swung on and missed. Strike one. Top half of the second inning, Blue Sox on top. 1-0. Troy Michetti back on the mound. I'll speed pitch in for a called strike. It'll be Strickland, second baseman Matt Query, and then the top of the order. Off-speed pitch swung on and hit a long way out towards center. But Will Kelly comes in and makes the catch. So that'll bring up Query for his first at-bat. Batting in the 9 hole. Adam Fine waiting on deck. Scored the lone run of the game so far. Query takes ball 1. One's hit out towards left. Coming in is the left fielder, Ben Mutz, and making the catch. So 2 quick outs for Troy Michetti. So bring Adam Fine back to the plate. Fine laid down a bunt. Mighty good one. First pitch of the ball game. Reaches on the infield single. Stole second, stole third. And scored on a single by Josh Hankins. First pitch to him in the dirt. The 1-0 misses outside. Blown away. 3-0 now, the count to Fine. That's a 4-pitch walk. Now with 2 outs, Fine aboard. The Springfield Colonials keenly aware of what he can do with his legs. So Steve Tyson 0 for 1 on the night. Now throw over to first. Fine back safely. Another throw over to first. First pitch to Tyson, in for a called strike. Now another throw over to first here with 2 outs. Ball hit in the air towards left. It's going to be a tough play. It's going to drop in front of Mutz. Fine will go to third. And once again, Upper Darby. Some runners on base. Third hit of the night for the Blue Sox. Now runners at the corners for Josh Hankins. He's got the RBI tonight. First pitch in for a called strike as Hankins squares and then pulls the bat back. Throw over to first once again. This time to chase Tyson toward the bag. A little risky with Fine at third. Had he had any sort of jump, he would have scored easily on that throw. A risky throw to make. You wonder if Machete forgot about the runner at third, and now Tyson goes. So that pitch is up and in. Another stolen base for the Blue Sox. So now second and third, 1-0 the count. There's another fly ball. Shallow right field. Duncan comes in, makes the catch. And Machete gets out of the inning without any damage. 3 fly balls to the outfield. 1 to each outfielder for the 3 outs. Upper Darby strands 2. That's 5 in 2 innings. But they lead it 1-0. 5-6-7 due up for the Colonials in the second. Leading off, Gabe Encarnacion takes low for ball one. It'll be Encarnacion, then left fielder Ben Mutz and designated hitter Sean Phelan due out for Springfield in the second. Colonials trail 1-0. On the ground, gloved by Max Anastasio. Throw to first is wide of the bag. Second error of the night for Upper Darby. Now, the last time that happened, Johnny Gonzalez rolled a double play ball to erase the runner. The Blue Sox don't want to get in the habit of needing that. As the first pitch to Ben Mutz misses for a ball. Now throw over to first. Ground ball over to first. It's called foul. As Supa is ready to make a play, try to turn two, but instead, it's just strike one. Gonzalez spins. Apply a tag to Encarnacion. He's back standing up. Swung on and missed. A ball and 2 strikes to Ben Mutz. Gonzalez throws over to first once again. Pitch misses outside, 2-2. That breeze starting to pick up, blowing my scorebook around. On the ground to second. Query's only play is first. He goes there, 1 down. So I'll bring up Sean Phelan. The Springfield DH bats from the left side with a man in scoring position. And 1 down in the second. Gonzalez eyes the runner. Comes home with it. First pitch swinging. Popped him up. Behind the bag at second. Hankins lost it for a second, but he's got it. And it's a big second out. I'll bring up Connor Scanlon. Gonzalez from the stretch. First pitch is high, 1-0. Encarnacion, the runner at second, 2 away. Here in the second inning of Game 3 of the 2022 Delco League Semifinals. And there's a called strike. Both semifinal series tied at a game apiece. As Gonzalez steps off, the teams that won Game 2 are the home teams for Games 3 and 4, so they've got home field advantage now and a little momentum. As Gonzalez misses inside, in this case Springfield, in the case of the other series Narberth. Although the Mudcats had an 8-0 lead going into the bottom of the 7th and hung on for an 8-5 win in which the winning run for Wayne was on deck when the final out was made. So we'll see how much momentum they take in that series as Gonzalez misses outside. And Springfield had the upper hand for much of those first couple games of this series, but Upper Darby went out and grabbed the initiative early here. There's a line drive out towards right. but gets a few steps to his right, and he makes the catch, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits. There was one error, and the Colonials leave 1-2 in the books. It's a 1-0 ball game in favor of Upper Darby. This is the Delco League semifinals on DelcoLeague.com. Top of the third inning, Max Anastasio, Andrew Yates, Joey Supa, 4-5-6 due up for Upper Darby against Troy Machete. Blue Sox trying to build on that 1-0 lead, first pitch up and away. A sad day in the baseball world today. After the excitement of all the trades at the trade deadline, the news came down that legendary broadcaster Vin Scully had passed away. As Anastasio takes a strike. Anyone who ever watched or listened to a baseball game is probably familiar with his work. 67 years with the Brooklyn and Los Angeles Dodgers, as well as numerous national broadcasts, as there's a swing and miss by Anastasio. I used the phrase behind the bag earlier for a fly ball. Of course, the well-known Bill Buckner play. When you see that highlight, that's Vin Scully. Pitch in the dirt. Known for a lot of things, including broadcasting a game without a color commentator, a position a lot of us are familiar with as we call games. There will never be anyone quite like that. Machete winds. Fouled off by Anastasio. Anastasio. He's aboard for the second time. And bring up Andrew Yates, walked his first time up. Lob throw over to first. First pitch in for a called strike. Now throw over to first. Machete with a decent move. A lot of lefties able to sell the pitch a lot longer as Yates Looks like he went around trying to protect himself. The home plate umpire, no call, no appeal. And at the second, they say no swing. Of course, the other umpire is not going to show up his compatriot. That was about as big a swing as you could possibly have to protect yourself. But I don't call the game from up here. So now both managers have had some beef with a different umpire. There's a fly ball out towards right. Donkin a couple steps in, shields the sun, and makes the catch. And Joey Supa steps in. Supa 0 for 1. Went down swinging his first time up. First pitch swinging there. Gets none of it. Runner goes, pitches outside, throw to second. Now the runner goes back to first. Turns out the throw wasn't that good. He would have been safe at second. Instead, Anastasio slides back. Not exactly sure what was going on there. But 1-1's the count. May have been an aborted hit and run. As Supa hits one foul out of play. Another throw to first. Runner goes, Supa takes low and away. The throw from his knees from Farrell is a good one, but not in time. And it's dropped by Scanlon at second. So another stolen base for Upper Darby. Fourth of the game. And there's one out here in the third. There's a line drive out towards left center. That one is going to split the outfielders. Coming around is Anastasio. He'll score. Supa dives into second. The throw from Will Kelly is not in time. An RBI double for Joey Supa. Doubles the lead. It's 2-0 Upper Darby. And that running game helping the Blue Sox. Anastasio, had he been at first, I'm not exactly sure he would have scored on that one. Kelly got that one back in fairly quickly. So that brings up Vince Gasparo, the man in scoring position, one out, takes one in the dirt. 5 hits now on the night for Upper Darby. Now stepping and spinning is Machete, but nobody there to cover, so no throw. line drive over to first. That one is snagged by Encarnacion. Supa back in plenty of time. It's now 2 away. First pitch to Christian Strickland, taken outside. Checks his swing. Spins, throws, Supa back safely. Now called strike. Some activity in the bullpen for Springfield. A couple of right-handers throwing. There's a line drive down the left field line. It's a fair ball. Supa comes around to score. Pulling up at second base, Christian Strickland. It's a 3-0 ball game. So now Matt Query. Flew out to left his first time up, takes ball 1. That's upstairs, ball 2. Machete gets it over for a called strike, 2-1. Should Corey get aboard? Top of the order, Adam Fine on deck. There's a line drive out to short. Palis crouches down just a little bit to make the catch and now retire to the side, but Upper Darby cashes in on some opportunities. 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors. They leave a man aboard. 2.5 gone in this one. Upper Darby leads it 3-0. First pitch to Kyle Calderaro misses from Johnny Gonzalez. The 1-0 in for a called strike. 1-1. Calderaro. At the top of the order, Will Kelly, Reed Farrell. 9-1-2 due up in the third. As Springfield needs to get back into this one, trailing 3-0. A fastball up and in. Swung on and missed. Calderaro goes down on strike. Sorry, I guess he swung at the first pitch while we were coming back from break. First strikeout of the night for Johnny Gonzalez. Well, Kelly lays down a bunt. Strickland tried to grab it as it was going to go foul. He got a piece of it, and then it went foul. It's a live ball. Beating it out is Will Kelly. Is our third bunt leading to a base runner in this game. 2 hits and an error. Second hit of the night for Springfield. First pitch to Reed Farrell is high. Takes ball 2, 2-0. Cole Palace waits on deck. Gonzalez throws to first. Now called strike, 2-1. So line drive, one hop through the hole out into right field. Gasparo gets it back in quickly. So a couple of singles. Springfield 2-1 now with 1 out in the third. As we encroach upon the hour mark in this one. First pitch swung on and missed. Palace reached on an error in the first. Retired as part of a double play to end the inning. Swung on and missed there, 0-2. Right out in front of that one, good morning, good afternoon, good night. Cole Palace down swinging for out number 2. There's a called strike to Norm Duncan. Duncan 0 for 1, hit into a double play. To snuff out a rally in the first. Called strike at the bottom of the zone. The 0-2. Duncan gets a piece, fouls it off. Gonzalez kicks. On the ground to first. Super gloves it, and then he loses it. The runner's going to keep going. Kelly's going to score. All the way to third is Reed Farrell. Joey Supa could have ended the inning instead. Leads to the first run of the game for Springfield. It's 3-1. third error of the game already for Upper Darby. Wayne committed 4 in the early going last night, and it helped spell defeat. First pitch pops up. Encarnacion. Supa gets that one in foul territory down the line, and that will retire the side. But Springfield gets on the board and do it courtesy of a couple of singles and an error. And they leave 2 through 3 full. Upper Darby leads it 3-1. New pitcher on the mound for Springfield here in the 4th. It's right-hander Matt Rolls taking the place of Troy Machete. First pitch to Adam Fine, top of the order, due up for Upper Darby. Takes a called strike. For Upper Darby, 3 runs on 6 hits, 3 errors. And they've left 6. Is Fine with another bunt. And he beats it out again, a tough play. For Springfield, 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error, and they've left 4. So 7th hit of the game for Upper Darby. They've got their speedster at the top of the order on base with a 3-1 lead. Steve Tyson. He squares to bunt, pulls it back, takes a called strike. Now throw over to first, a close play, but Fine is safe. Another throw over, forcing Fine to dive back. Runner goes. Squares, pulls it back. Throw is high. They try to get a tag on Fine. They may have gotten onto his helmet, but he gets his 3rd stolen base of the evening. Count to Tyson, a ball and a strike. Another bunt. Up the first baseline this time. Rolls fields it over to first in time. A sacrifice bunt for Steve Tyson. Finds at third, 90 feet away, with 1 out for Josh Hankins. Shout foul. Over the fence here down the third base line. Fan took one off the foot. Closes the line on Machete. 3 innings, 3 runs, all of them earned, 6 hits, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. As Hankins fouls off another one, it's 0-2. Max Anastasio waits on deck. Up the middle for a base hit. That will score fine. Second RBI single of the night for Josh Hankins. It's a 4-1 ball game. Eight hits now for the Blue Sox. As Rolls steps off. Kicks and delivers. Fly ball out towards left center. That's going to drop in. Will Kelly comes in. Throw into second base. Diving back is Hankins. He is out. Hankins came around second base, threw the brakes on. And as he dove back, Kelly got the throw in. Tag put down by Connor Scanlon. So single for Anastasio. Hankins goes out 8-4. And there's 2 away. Called strike to Andrew Yates. Yates 0 for 1, walked and flew out thus far. Rolls offering in around the feet of Yates, 1-1. Another quick throw to first. Fly ball deep right center. Duncan looks up, shades his eyes, can't quite get to it. Anastasio will score from first. An RBI double for Andrew Yates. It's 5-1. Ten hits now on the night for Upper Darby. 4 of them here in the 4th. Joey Supa takes strike 1. A little difficult to see certain areas and the depth of things from where we're sitting here up that third base line. Looked like Donkin may have gotten his glove on it. As Supa swings and misses. He was running back out towards right center field, and there's no fence here at Church Road. The field just kind of goes on and on until it hits some trees that are the kind of dividing line of folks' backyard. You see some folks out there walking a dog right now. As Supa wears one, he will go to first base. But out towards right center field, you can see part of the parking lot here for Church Road Field. And Donkin made his way out there. It looked like he may have just gotten a piece of it, couldn't quite corral it. Would have been an all-time sort of catch for the Springfield right fielder if he made it, as Vince Gasparo takes strike one, 7th batter of the inning for Upper Darby. He's got 2 aboard and 2 out, 2 already in. Pitch, swung on and missed. Some additional run support for Johnny Gonzalez as the runners go. Ball's lofted out to right. Duncan on the run, can't get there, it drops. 2 runs are in. As the throw comes home, Supa scores standing up. Gasparo goes to second on the throw, a 2-run single for the Upper Darby right fielder. It's 7-1. A well-timed hit and run for the Blue Sox. Fifth hit of the inning for Upper Darby, as Christian Strickland, the catcher, takes the first pitch for ball 1. That one misses outside. Strickland takes low. That was in the dirt, a 4-pitch walk to the Upper Darby catcher. And now Matt Query steps in, 9th batter to come to the plate this inning for Upper Darby, as the Blue Sox have a courtesy runner. First pitch swing is Query down the third base line. Calderaro does a nice job to field it. Tried to go to third rather. Wasn't going to beat Gasparo. Throw to first just in time to get Query, according to the umpire. Query runs all the way down the right field line. Does not agree with the call, but it is made. It is done. Upper Darby bats around. They send all 9 men to the plate. They come away with 4 runs. They do it on 5 hits. No errors. They leave 2. We're at the midpoint of this one. It's Upper Darby 7, Springfield 1. It's game 3 of the semifinals here on DelcoLeague.com. Ben Mutz leads it off, takes a called strike, nothing on one the count. It'll be Mutz, Phelan, and Scanlon. 6, 7, 8 due up for Springfield after the Colonials got their first run of the game. Upper Darby answers with a 4 spot. It's 7-1 Blue Sox. As Mutz takes the ball, Gonzalez winds the 1-1. Fouled off out of play. Gonzalez kicks. At the line towards center field. Waiting for it is Adam Fine. Mutz is retired for the first out. So that'll bring up Phelan. Gonzalez kicks. First pitch misses for a ball. Phelan 0 for 1, popped up to short. His first time up. Scanlon on deck. There's a line drive caught by Query, snagged by the second baseman. Nice job. He ranged to his right, so 2 quick outs for Johnny Gonzalez here in the 4th. Also in the 4th inning, Wayne at Narberth. Wayne on top, 1-0. As they try to wrest home field advantage back from the Mudcats of Narberth. First pitch swinging and missing is Connor Scanlon, 0-1. Upper Darby trying to do the same. A little bit of a bigger lead. Chopped over to third, gloved by Anastasio. Spins, fires a 1-2-3 inning for Johnny Gonzalez. That the shutdown inning that the Colonials needed and couldn't get. No runs, hits, errors, none left. 4 in the books. Upper Darby 7, Springfield 1. You're listening to the Delco League playoffs on DelcoLeague.com. New pitcher for Springfield here in the 5th is Nick Wiesendanger, and Wiesendanger indeed if you're the Colonials. Trailing 7-1, first pitch to Adam Fine inside for a ball. Fine 2 for 2, a couple of bunt singles, a walk, 2 runs scored, 3 stolen bases. He takes high for ball 2. It'll be Fine, Tyson, and Hankins, top of the order here in the 5th. Weezen Danger misses high. The shade that I was enjoying earlier disappearing as the sun dips a little bit lower in the sky. Fine draws a 4-pitch walk. Looking towards the field, should not be too much of an issue, possibly for a left-handed batter looking in the general direction of the sun as it dips out towards what would normally be the left field stands. First pitch to Tyson, in for a called strike. Tyson takes up and in. Matt Rolls worked 1 inning, 4 runs, all of them earned. Gave up 5 hits. No strikeouts or walks. He did hit a batter. Now Tyson takes ball 2. Upstairs, 3-1. Tyson swings back to Weezen Danger, over to second for 1. Palace across the bag, a nice double play for Springfield. The old 1-6-3. Weezen Danger had thrown 8 pitches, 7 balls, 1 strike. Tyson swings 3-1, hits it right back to him, and now there's 2 outs. That's baseball for you as Josh Hankins steps in. Hankins 2 for 3 with a couple RBI. That's in for a called strike. 1-1. That one's through the left side for a base hit. So Hankins 3 for 4 now. 12th hit of the game for Upper Darby. To go with 3 walks. And a Springfield error. Upper Darby leading 7-1. They've left 8 on base through 4. Now Anastasio takes one in the dirt. He's 2 for 3, a couple of singles, reached on an error. He's 2 for 2 as that was a sacrifice bunt. Pitch is high, 2-0. Fisted out towards shallow right. Donkin comes in. That's going to stay fair. Going all the way to third is Hankins. It's another single for Anastasio. "13 hits on the day for the Blue Sox. Runner goes. Pitch is high. It's a double steal. The throw goes into center field. So it'll be a double steal and an error. 8-1 the lead for Upper Darby. So the run is earned. There's ball 2 to Andrew Yates. Now called strike 2-1. That's high, 3-0. Weezing dangerous pitch, swung on and missed, 3-1. Rather count 2-2. Like I said, not easy to see the umpire from where we are. I guess it was 3-2. I heard the 2 as pitch is dropped and Yates runs up to first. So 2-out walk. His second of the game. So Joey Supa, 1 for 2, struck out, doubled and drove in a run, was hit by a pitch and scored. So he takes ball 1. Vince Gasparo waits on deck. And this is inside from Weezing Danger, 2-0. Curveball drops in for a called strike, 2-1. Runner goes. Pitch inside, 3-1, no throw. I don't know if there's a Delco League record for stolen bases in a game, but Upper Darby's got to be getting close as Supa's bat shatters on a foul ball up the line. Less that it shattered and was just sawed off on the handle. The barrel made it all the way out to shortstop. Eight stolen bases thus far for Upper Darby. Supa fouls another one off the handle, out of play. Swung on and missed, and that will retire the side. Upper Darby gets one more. They do it on 2 hits, 2 walks, some base running, and an error. And they leave 2 through 4.5. It's Upper Darby 8, Springfield 1. First pitch swinging Kyle Calderaro on the ground to short. On the run is Josh Hankins. One pitch, one out for Johnny Gonzalez, who just keeps on keeping on here into the fifth. Springfield 1 run, 3 hits. Gonzalez has struck out 2, has not walked a batter. Fairly clean scorecard, the run and unearned run as well. And that's Johnny Gonzalez for you. He's not a legend for nothing. Top of the order, Will Kelly. He's 1 for 2. Bunt single, came around to score on an error. Takes strike 1. 8-1, Upper Darby on top of Springfield. Trying to take a 2-1 lead in the series. That one is on the ground at first. Supa holds on to this one. It's a race to the bag. He slides, and he gets there ahead of Kelly. And Gonzalez, for that matter. Almost looked like a soccer slide tackle. Supa got to the bag. A little bit of a pop-up slide. Risky, a little dangerous, but the only way to get the out. So 2 down on 3 pitches for Gonzalez. That'll bring up Reed Farrell, the Springfield catcher. Mentioned Kelly with 1 hit. The other 2 are both off the bat of Farrell. A couple of singles through the infield. And that's been it for Springfield. Takes ball 1. As the sun has once again dipped below some sort of shadow-creating barrier and drops the temperature a few degrees. That one bounces up there, caught by Strickland, 2-0. Cole Palace waits on deck. Check swing called, strike 2-1. Game 4 of this series will be here at Church Road on Friday night, as pitch is taken low. Day off tomorrow for all 4 teams still remaining. We mentioned Wayne ahead of Narberth 1-0 in the 4th in Game 3 of that series. And there's ball 4 to Reed Farrell. The first walk issued by Gonzalez. It looks like Springfield manager Steve Traynor is going to put in a courtesy runner for his catcher with 2 outs, and he's going to call his own number. If you want something done, do it yourself, right? Which means someone's going to have to go coach third base. Right now it looks like DH Sean Phelan calling the shots. Palace swings at the first pitch, hits that one deep down the right field line. It is a foul ball. I don't think Traynor was expecting to have to make a run like that as he gets all the way to third base. It's a long strike to Palace. The 0-1 in the dirt. That one is towards the outfield. Sliding in is fine, and he makes the catch and tumbles over on a sinking line drive off the bat of Cole Palace. I talked about Gonzalez keeping on. It helps to have some slick defense behind you. And the Blue Sox have made some plays. They've also made 3 errors in the game, but they've made some big plays when it counts. And right there, they prevent a first and third situation. No runs, no hits No errors. The Colonials leave one. We head to the 6th. Upper Darby on top by a touchdown. Nick Wiesendanger back out for his second inning of work. Vince Gasparos swings the first pitch, fouls it off out of play. The 0-1 misses outside, 1-1. Top half of the 6th inning, Upper Darby on top, 8-1. That ball was fouled off towards some folks gathering for what appears to be an impromptu youth soccer practice. Here at Church Road. Gasparro swings, chops it over towards first. Gloved by Encarnacion, flipped to Wiesendanger in time, one away. Christian Strickland will step in. He is 1 for 2 with an RBI double and a walk. Swings first pitch on the ground to third. Candelaro gloves it over to first in plenty of time. I should say Calderaro. My apologies. 2 down for Wiesendanger. That brings up Matt Query, the only Upper Darby player not to reach base so far. 0 for 3. First pitch is in for a called strike. Springfield will have the middle of their order, Duncan, Encarnacion, and Mutz. As that one is swung on and lofted out towards right, here comes Duncan. He'll make the catch in right center on the run. That'll retire the side. The first 1-2-3 inning of the night for Springfield pitchers. Unfortunately for the Colonials, it comes in the top half of the 6th. No runs, errors, hits, none left. Halfway through the 6th, Upper Darby still on top, 8-1. First pitch to Norm Duncan on the ground to short. Hankins up with it, throws to first. One pitch, one out for Johnny Gonzalez here in the 6th. He's retired 8 out of 9. Dating back to the 3rd inning, and that'll bring up Gabe Encarnacion. 0 for 2, reached on an error in the 2nd. He swings, hits that one on the ground, backhanded by Query. The throw picked out by Supa with the backhand. Some great defense on the infield there by Upper Darby. When it rains, it pours. You're down 7 runs. You can't even get those to go through. It's that kind of night for Springfield. First pitch to Ben Mudson for a strike. Misses for a ball. Should Mutz get aboard? Sean Phelan on deck. On the ground to third. Anastasio over to his left. The throw is low. Supa gloves it. A 1-2-3 inning for Gonzalez in the 6th. Spreading the ground balls around the infield. No runs, hits, errors. None left. We go to the 7th. Upper Darby leads it 8-1. Pinch hitter for Upper Darby to lead off the 7th. Not sure who that is. He was hit by a pitch to start this one off. So a man on first for another pinch hitter. Upper Darby on top. 8-1. That one's lofted out towards left field. Mutz is under it, makes the catch. So Josh Hankins will step in. First pitch to him misses for a ball. Shot to third, this could be two. Calderaro over to second for one, back to first, not in time. Throw was a little high. So our mystery man is retired for out number 2. So Max Anastasio steps up. 3 for 3, 2 runs scored, 3 singles, couple of stolen bases, a sacrifice bunt. The beneficiary of a couple throwing errors by Reed Farrell. First pitch from Wiesendanger fouled off. Called strike. 0-2. Ground ball to short. Palace over to first. Plenty of time. That'll retire the side. A fairly innocuous 7th for Nick Wiesendanger. Really settled in after a rough 5th inning, however. Springfield's got it all to do. They trail by 7, and they've got 3 outs with which to make that up. This is Game 3 of the Delco League semifinals here on DelcoLeague.com. Johnny Gonzalez back out for the 7th. He'll face a pinch hitter for Springfield. Misses with ball 1. Swung on, fouled off, 1-1. Gonzalez trying to finish this one off for the Blue Sox. Put them a game away from a return trip to the finals. They lead it 8-1. Hit on the ground deep in the hole. It's short. Tough play for Hankins. The throw in time. Last 4 outs all via the ground ball. In total, 10 out of 19 outs recorded by Gonzalez via the ground ball. That's the kind of pitcher he is. That's when he's most effective. Getting it done tonight in the postseason. First pitch swung on and missed by Connor Scanlon, 0-1. Kyle Calderaro, the third baseman, waits on deck. Swung on and missed. 0-2 the count now. Called third strike. Scanlon goes down looking. The first strikeout looking by either team. Third strikeout of the game by Gonzalez. Through the doors of the Last Chance Saloon comes Kyle Calderaro. 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Springfield looking to extend the game. Swung on and missed. And that one misses 1-1. Gonzalez from the windup in the dirt. Swung on and popped up on the infield. Hankins calls it. He makes the catch, and that will do it for this one. Upper Darby led it wire to wire. They come away with the 8-1 victory. They take a 2-1 lead in this best-of-5 semifinal series, and they can book a trip to the championship series on Friday night right here at Church Road. For the victorious Upper Darby Blue Sox. 8 runs on 13 hits. They committed 3 errors, and they left 11 on base. For Springfield, 1 run, 3 hits. They made 2 errors. They left 5. The winning pitcher, the ageless Johnny Gonzalez, he goes the distance. 7 innings, 1 run, an unearned run at that. Scatters 3 hits, strikes out 3, walks just 1. Of the last 14 batters he faced, he retired 13 of them and walked the other one. Springfield held without a hit since the 3rd batter of the 3rd inning in this one. And now the Colonials will have their backs against the wall on Friday. They'll need to win to extend their season. The loss to Troy Machete, 3 runs on 6 hits, struck out 2 and walked 2 in 3 innings of work. Springfield just couldn't quite get back into this one whenever they looked like they had a chance early. Gonzalez escaped the trouble, and then later on just didn't allow for any. Once again, your final score, Upper Darby 8, Springfield 1. The winning pitcher, Johnny Gonzalez. The loser, Troy Machete. Time of tonight's game, 1 hour and 54 minutes at Church Road Field. We hope to be back with you on Friday night, either from here or over in Narberth, where either Wayne or Narberth will have a chance to clinch that series. Right now, top of the 5th inning, Wayne leads it 3-2. Trying to take home field advantage back from the Mudcats in a matchup of probably the 2 biggest rivals in the Delco League the last few years. Upper Darby, meanwhile, a win away from returning to try to defend their title. Thanks for tuning in tonight. We hope to be back with you somewhere on Friday. Check the Delco League website and social media accounts for any updates there. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, Upper Darby 8, Springfield 1. Good night.